It is, oh, why did I do that? Okay, somebody take away my fingers. Not really. So it's chapter 15, slide 16. But I'm very specific on how I want it done, of course. So I want you to do.
What slide did you put?
I'm sorry?
What slide did you put?
16.
15, slide 16, yes. 15, slide 16, and this is the pathway of blood through the heart. You are going to learn this frontwards, backwards, sideways, diagonal. You are going to know this code, okay? You need to know all of this, and I really don't ever want you to forget it. Even when you're as old as me, I want you to be able to, hey, yeah, I know that. But there are a couple of things I want to change about it. You may, if you choose, you may draw it if that speaks for you, or you can do it like this. But you don't have to start there. Here, what I want you to do, there are actually 3 structures that bring oxygen, poor blood back from all over your body into the right atrium, okay? Which would be right here. And I want you to actually list these 3 individually. And they are the superior and inferior vena cava. So there are 3 things: superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and the coronary sinus. All right? So on our heart models, this would be the right atrium. So unoxygenated blood comes into the right atrium from, this is the superior vena cava, this is the inferior vena cava. And then the blood supply from your heart comes from the coronary sinus, and we'll learn all of that, okay? So I want you to do this. Now, I want you to make sure that you recognize, these are valves, so don't leave them out. You can either put them in line here or the way, that they did it. They're 4 heart valves. And then you don't have to do this last one. We're going to go over it so many times in lab that you're going to have a heart in front of you, and this is exactly what I do. Okay, I'll say, let's go. 3 things bring unoxygenated blood into the right atrium, and I'll say, go. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, coronary sinus, into the right atrium, through the tricuspid valve, to the right ventricle, through the pulmonary valve, boom, boom, right and left, pulmonary arteries, pulmonary capillaries, and then boom, 2 pulmonary veins, go into the left atrium, through the mitral or bicuspid valve, to the left ventricle, through the aortic valve, to the aorta. I want you to be able to do that, and we're going to do it we're going to do it so many times, you're going to just ask me to shut up.
No, my husband has heart failure.
So,
it's very interesting to me.
Oh. So, this is your next bonus point opportunity. I hope we'll have time at the end of class to kind of go through it, and it depends on how many stories I decide to tell. So that's kind of where we are. But this is your next bonus point opportunity. So with that in mind, I would like to ask you if you did today's bonus point opportunity. If you were not here and I forgot to email you, and you don't have a friend that emailed you, you will still have an opportunity if you did not do it today, because I didn't tell y'all that I did it. So, okay, let's drop the card and Ken House. So, Shelby, bonus point opportunity, chapter 15, slide 16. Please. Oh, wrong roll. Here we go. So, either just yes or no if you did your bonus point, please. And I will explain to you what the bonus point was in just a minute if you don't know. Carly.
Yes.
I saw yours. Livy is not here yet. Kendall. Did yours, good. Too early for Lindsay. Ryan.
Yes.
Baylor, not here yet. Macy, not here yet. Brianna.
Yes.
Good. Saray. Did not know. So I will show you what it is and you have that opportunity to do it. However, I'll forget, which means you have to come up to me and say, hey, Dr. D, here's my bonus. Make sure and write it down. Okay, good. So Soraya is here and she has an opportunity. Okay, Abby, you weren't here and same thing. You'll have an opportunity. Evan. Lane is not here. I'm sorry, I'm so mean to y'all. It just comes natural. I don't even have to try. Oh, I think I'm so funny. Sorry, I'm Colorado. Maya's not here. Anna.
No.
Tiara. Dawson, oh, you didn't know. You'll have the opportunity. Emily will be here later maybe. Shelby. No, Amy? Not here yet. Ty? Not here yet. Caroline?
Yes.
Jordan didn't know. Ashlyn not here yet. Alexis? Not here yet. Grace?
I'm doing it.
Leandria? Okay. Thank y'all for your honesty. Next time live. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I really was joking. Wait, Macy.
Yeah.
I said you weren't here. You are here. Were you there? Did you sneak in?
No.
Okay. Macy, did you do it? No. Okay. But you are here. I don't know why I said you weren't here. Because I'm confused. Okay, so once again, you have one more bonus point opportunity, and it is the pathway of blood through the heart. You will know that, you will learn it, you will just, embrace it, and we'll start actually Tuesday. We'll meet in here and I will give you the lab exam sheet. Lab exams in 202 are piece of cake. I mean, really. If you do not make an 88 or above, you flat out didn't study. Just say it. Hey, Lindsay, you do your bonus point? Yay! It is very doable, and it can help bring up some of the lecture grades, because you, I think, recognize now lectures are pretty tough. They're in the weeds, okay? So, this is a bonus point opportunity I will ask you on Tuesday. Now, I do need to get and explain to you why. Amaya, did you do your bonus point? I recognize you, ha ha. New do. Maya, where are you? The original plan was to go to the lab and do blood typing today. We did not get to do that because Miss Porter had ordered for the new semester, but we ordered from the biological company Carolina, and they are actually placed in North Carolina, and they just got slammed these past 2 weekends with the snow. So the order did not get here. She's put a track on it. It's supposed to be here Monday, so we will hopefully do it next week. Okay, so that's why we ended up coming up here and lecturing, even though I told y'all a million times we were gonna meet in the lab. So sometimes I lie. It just happens. We were hoping it was gonna get here and it didn't. So I'm now going back to chapter 14, and those of you that were absent, so this is chapter 14, and it is slide 5. And what I had asked you to do for a bonus point is to diagram this. You do not have to put the percentages with the exception of 45%. And what is 45% of red blood cells? What is that value called? Hematocrit. Hematocrit. Good. Livy, did you do your bonus?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say it anyway. Those of you that forgot, I just need to tell you that being a loser in my class is temporary. So therefore, those of you that had a temporary losingness, you have an opportunity to complete it for half a point. If you don't want to be bothered with that half a point, don't do it, okay? But if you want to, I'm going to give you just a wee bit of grace. Don't know how long it'll happen, but I just might do it. So this is a bonus point, and we're actually going to use it for a study resource. So let's take a walk through memory lane. I need to know the adult word, the big girl word, the medical term for a red blood cell. What's its function?
Oxygen. Transporting oxygen.
O2. O2. Good. How about a white blood cell? Good. Leukocyte. And what is its function? Defend against disease. Oh, what do we call any disease causing something? Pathogen. Good. Y'all are doing way better than the morning. I don't know if they weren't awake or what, or if they just didn't look over their notes. Thank you very much. How about a platelet? Thrombocyte. What is its function? Excellent. Let's see. What else? That'll do for now. So on this page, if you have it, or when you decide that you are going to do it, I would like for you to write those words. Up here, you're going to put thrombocyte, erythrocyte, and leukocyte. Down here, you're going to put blood clotting. You could simply put the symbol O2 for oxygen. And here you're gonna put protects or defends disease. What could we if I said to you, I can't say this.
Oh, leukocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophils.
Yes, to all the above. No, okay, you ready?
Neutrophils.
Oh, I don't know who's funnier, me or you. Okay. Do-do-do-do.
Never.
And why on earth am I making that obnoxious sound like a bugle boy? First to arrive. Okay. So under here, Brianna, did you just call me obnoxious? Okay. First to arrive. And how about if we put the word bacterial infection under here? Okay? You don't have to write little. Okay. So, for those of you that were not here, there are 5 types of leukocytes. Leukocytes are white blood cells, and they have a very important function of protecting you from bad guys, from pathogens, from disease, from all kind of stuff, okay? And the way that we remember the predominance or prevalence of amount is with the acronym, is that an acronym? Or anyway, never let monkeys eat bananas. The majority of all leukocytes are neutrophils. The next in predominance are lymphocytes. And what I want you to know is, so down here on your little blood, you're going to put T cell and B cell. Bless you. If you have room, put attack directly and antibody. Okay? Lymphocytes there are 2 types of lymphocytes. T cell lymphocytes that actually do hand-to-hand combat, that actually will go up to a pathogen and get in their face and say, oh no, you're not going to hurt me because I'm going to get you first. Okay? Go right up to them. You're a bad guy. Okay? And I'm going to protect myself. Am I ridiculous? Of course I am. Are you going to remember it? Yeah, maybe. All right? And then B cell lymphocytes go about it totally differently. They're going to actually, you're going to see when I lecture on this toward the end of the chapter, they actually will recognize the bad guy early. After they've had the first exposure, they're going to say, hey, I've seen you before. You look so sweet, but I know you're not, okay? And then it's going to make specific antibodies for that specific sweet-looking bad guy that are going to take care of her. That's really how your body works. It's just so interesting. It takes a lot. This bad guy, she looks bad, but I hadn't seen her before, so I'm going to say, well, maybe she's sweet. And it's going to take me longer to decide to take care of her. After I've seen this one time, it's like, don't you be batting those brown eyes at me, girl. I got your number, okay? Really, your body recognizes it. It's like, okay, we're not messing around, all right? And then the next type are monocytes. Now, monocytes are a type of lymphocyte that as soon as they leave the bloodstream, they change their names, okay? And their name change will be macrophages. Macrophages. There are 2 of these 5 leukocytes that are very strong macrophages, neutrophils, and monocytes. That is an exam question, and you need to know that. There are two types of leukocytes that are very strong phagocytes. That would be neutrophils and monocytes. Ew. What are you thinking? Y'all thinking I'm crazy? Is that what y'all thinking? Ew. Ew. Somebody help me, Grace.
Eosinophil.
Well, what have I got, maybe?
Oh, worms.
Worms.
Yeah.
They say worms. Eosinophil. Say that, please.
Eosinophil.
Very good. So, when these are high, you either have some type of parasitic worm or you are having an allergic reaction. Can I just say I'd rather be having an allergic reaction? Worms are okay, but I don't like to think of them in terms of being in my body. Ew, just crawling around, that's just kind of it. And then we have, so here we're going to put macrophages or phagocytes, whatever. Here you're going to put worms or allergic reaction. And then the very last, there's less than 1% out of all of the leukocytes are basophils. And basophils secrete two things, histamine and heparin. Y'all, you need to know all of this. All of this on the board. There are 7 or 8, and every time I mention it, the number's going to grow. So now I'm going to say there are 10 or 12, I'm embellishing a wee bit, questions on that information. But it's pretty important stuff if you're going to be in the healthcare field, right? You need to kind of know what's going on with your body. Good. So we were right here. We have discussed erythrocytes, we have discussed leukocytes, and now we're going to cover the last of the formed elements. And they are actually cell fragments, and these either word, really I'd probably say use the terminology platelets more than thrombocytes. They're much more interchangeable. I need you to know this word. Hemostasis. Hem is blood. Stasis, if we were in Germany, it would be Stau, and that means stop, okay? So stasis means stop. What do you think I'm stopping? Blood. So hemostasis is the stoppage of bleeding. Now, what I need you to recognize is that if a blood vessel is damaged in any way, it's going to secrete. This morning I was lecturing and I thought, is this an enzyme or is it, and I could not remember, so I'm going to pretend it's an enzyme, or I could just say substance. But a damaged blood vessel secretes this substance, serotonin. Serotonin causes smooth muscle to contract. Words that I just expect you to understand, which we learned last time, and in all honesty, I'm surprised that y'all, some of you did not understand this, but stimulate, inhibit. So stimulate means to increase or to turn on. Something is turned on. To inhibit means you decrease to the point that it turns off. We use those two words quite often with hormones, right? So think of those words and think like, okay, am I turning it off or am I turning it on? Now, with this chapter, some words that we will use: contract and dilate. I want to show you first with my hands, and then I'll try to draw a picture. So if I'm going to contract, so I am an opening. This is representing like a longitudinal, like a blood vessel, okay? So if I have this much open, and then serotonin tells my muscles to contract, that's the size opening I have. So when you contract, you decrease the size of the lumen. Are you following me? Okay. What if you dilate?
You're gonna whiten it.
Got to go back and make it larger. Okay? We're talking of openings, or sometimes I'll use the word lumen. Okay? So, is that what y'all were saying to me? I wasn't listening. Go away. Stinking. Move. Help.
Minimize.
Minimize. Bottom right corner.
Beat it! Okay, so. Is that, no, it's not. Where's mine? Okay. So, on your exam, some other ones. And we talked about this. Conserve and excrete. Okay, things like those that are opposites, that are antagonists, be sure on your exams that you're thinking right. I mean, you think, oh, well, one little word, but you really have to say, okay, now, am I thinking the right way? Okay? So, tell me, we have 3 types of muscle. This is 201. If you had me, don't embarrass me. You better answer. Okay. So, muscles. We had 3 types. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Excellent. I will brag on you to Gigi. Okay. So, tell me which one. Okay, we have voluntary and involuntary. My question to you is, which is smooth muscle?
Involuntary.
Involuntary. You cannot control it. Your body, thank goodness, does. Okay? You can only control skeletal. Okay? Good. What's happening? Who is operating this?
You said open.
Who let me do that? Libby! 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 Now get me out of here.
Top right.
Come over here. Huh?
No. Get to the top right corner.
I'm so upset.
There's second one.
When in doubt, unplug it.
Ah, there you go. That worked.
somebody, I need to stand over here and tell somebody else. Okay, sorry. Okay. I have to flip back and forth. All right, so now, we have done all this. You should know everything we need to know about these formed elements. Okay? Now we're starting on this half. All right? So, we're going to talk about plasma, and the first thing you're going to see is that most of it's water. Most of it's water, okay? I don't care if you know 92%, I just want you to know most of it's water. Okay? And then we're going to look at each thing floating around, okay? So all of this is our lazy river, and this is the watery part, okay? So we're right here with the plasma. The plasma is clear, and it's kind of the color of straw, like hay, okay? It's the liquid portion, boom, 92% water. And then you're gonna have nutrients, gases, hormones, vitamins in there, and it is, one of the primary functions of plasma is to regulate fluid and electrolyte balance, as well as maintaining pH. Okay? So, I just need two up and so, okay. So now, we're right here, floating around in your plasma. You have proteins. You have three types of proteins. They are albumin, globulins, and fibrinogen. So here's where we are. Underneath this, on your study resource, I want you to write some things here that I'm going to tell you. So, three types. We have here, here, and here. All right? So, don't get confused. You've got three different types. And then we actually have three different types of globulins. Okay? We'll get in the weeds with these when we get into the lymphatic system and immunity. So for now, what I want you to know is that there are three types of plasma proteins. Where are you going to find them? Plasma proteins. Yeah, y'all a little slow. Okay, so in the plasma of the blood. Okay, good. I think, I'm not sure, in the review I'll tell you, but I think there's a question on albumins, and for there underneath albumins on your thing, just put osmotic pressure. If you see something about osmotic pressure, think albumin, and also recognize that the majority of the plasma proteins are albumin, 60%, okay? You don't have to know 60%, but know that most of them will be albumin. Now, globs, we're gonna big time get into, like I said, with chapter 16. But for those of you that may have been around healthcare, just so you'll know, what I'm saying, glob, Okay. Gamma globs are often called immunoglobulins. And you'll see it abbreviated uppercase I, lowercase g for gamma. And then there are 5 types, and we're going to get into this in chapter 16, but just to kind of, for completeness sake, I want to introduce them here. You have A, G, D, E, and M. IgA, IgG, IgD, IgE, and IgM. Ig stands for immunoglobulin. Who remembers, and I just mentioned it, I don't know if y'all wrote it or not, who remembers which immunoglobulin will be elevated in an allergic reaction? I think I said it in class. IgE. IgE will be off the charts. Like about 2 weeks ago, stuff's been going on health-wise, and I had an episode that I didn't actually have a syncope, but I could tell that I was getting ready to. I was at home, and I could feel my blood pressure bottoming out, and I have weird food allergies. And I had eaten some, I like Japanese food, sakura, and I had ordered some for dinner, and I was just gonna have the onion soup for lunch. And it's like broth, and like maybe a couple of little green onions and one floating around skinny mushroom. I mean, it's like eating nothing. Well, so I ate it because it was cold last Friday. I ate it, and I'm sitting there doing something, who knows what, and all of a sudden, that's not true. In about 30 minutes, I went, ugh. And I stood up, and I went, ugh. And I was home by myself, started walking toward the bathroom, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's coming this way or that way. It was like, isn't this more information than y'all need to know? Okay. So, and then I'm walking that way, and my lips start tingling. Okay. When I'm having an anaphylactic type, when I'm having an angioedematous type of allergic reaction, it's weird, y'all. My lip starts tingling. I start itching from mental foramen to mental foramen. My uvula goes to a dance party. It is, I can feel it hanging around the back of my throat, swelling, okay? So I'm thinking, oh great, I need to get my EpiPen kit. This is not fun. So I get to the bathroom, don't have my phone with me, because I'm trying to decide, which end it's coming out. And I thought, oh, so I just sank to the floor, because I don't know if y'all were here last fall in the science building, but I did a wipeout in the bathroom floor and told somebody to go get Gigi. Of all people, crazy Gigi, okay? So I'm laying out on the bathroom floor. I mean, they're thinking, oh great, she's old, she's having a heart attack, what's going on? I mean, call Cecil. And Cecil knows Gigi. She says, Cecil, Barbara's laying in the bathroom floor. He said, I don't know, what should I do? Do you want me to call an ambulance? What do you want me to do? And she said, never mind, I'm just going to call an ambulance. And he says, okay, call me back here if you need me. And hangs up on her. Feel the love. Okay? Well, he was in the middle of a surgery. They had gotten him out of surgery. And, he's like, well, okay, what do you want me to do about it? So it was just crazy. I was so freaking embarrassed. It's like, what is wrong with me? Anyway, so they carted me up. I've never been in an ambulance. Anyway, carted me up in the ambulance, and we got a picture. Gina is going, Gina and I go way back. We have the same birthday. It's obvious who is younger, right? Me. Okay. So like I'm 30 years older than her. All right, but we have the same birthday. There's something else we have that is, we were just talking this morning. It's the same. Okay, we're just, it's crazy. So she's telling the what are they called, EMTs, paramedics, that she's going with them. And so they put me on the guard and put me in the back, and Gina starts climbing up in the back. God love her. And he said, ma'am, you can't ride back here. And she's going, well, I'm going with her. And so he said, well, okay, if you have to go with us, you can ride in the front. And so I'm thinking, I'm out, because I really did totally wipe out. And I'm thinking, where am I? And I could hear Gina's voice, okay? Didn't know where I was, but I could hear Gigi saying, I'm here, Barb. And I'm like, where am I, and why is Gina in my mind? You know, it's like, please, God, help me. You know, so it was crazy. When was I starting this story? Oh, IGE. Okay, so y'all gonna know more about me than you ever want to know. So, your allergies can exhibit in like major GI distress, like vomiting, or can you say diarrhea, or if you prefer, peristaltic rush, okay? You know, yeah, like, okay. But I'm just laying there still not knowing which end it's gonna come out, just cramping, breaking out in a cold sweat. I roll over to the shower and get a cloth, and you know, it was bizarre. So we were out of school on that Monday, and I thought, okay, this is the second time this has happened to me. I need to go back to the doctor. So I called my doctor and told her and everything. And so they did blood work, and she was really concerned. She was really watching, because she thinks that maybe something's going on with my food allergies and my blood pressure. I had been on blood pressure medicine probably the last, let's say I'm 69, maybe the last 5 years or so, and I've lost weight, so she's thinking, take me off of the lisinopril, that's contributing, and then I've been stressed at work because my boss pisses me off all the time. Sorry. And bless him, because he has to put up with me. And so we think it's kind of a combo of stress, bottoming out of blood pressure, and possibly food allergies. How weird am I? I'm like, you know. So we got the lab results back, and my inflammatory markers were off the charts. And I'm still not sure what that means. We're still watching me, so if I fall out on the floor, class is dismissed, go home. Okay. Don't call the ambulance, I'll be okay. So, remember with the cheeseburger and the lion, with the autonomic nervous system, with parasympathetic and sympathetic, I've commented to you that sometimes your body will just take over. I think that's what's happening to me. Parasympathetic. What are the two words that go with that? Rest and digest. I slept all day Saturday after that episode. My body, for some reason, whatever was going on, took control and said, you know, your husband can cook his own lunch. You know, those clothes will still be there. You don't need to wash them. Your body needs rest. I still haven't figured out what's going on, but the whole time I'm laying on the floor, I'm thinking, okay, what would I tell my students? parasympathetic, parasympathetic, cheeseburgers kicking in, So, you think these things. And it's like a puzzle, the more information and knowledge you have, then the better informed you are and the wiser decision you can make. It's a matter of putting all of this together, and so it's just interesting. And I didn't mean to get into that long story, but now you know more than you want to. So, last thing, and this you must know. Fibrinogen. Who remembers what this suffix means? Remember angiotensinogen? Angiotensinogen, renin activated that into angiotensin. So it means inactive. Shake your head, yes, you remember now. Okay, then answer next time. So, what do you think fibrinogen becomes when it's activated? Fibrin. Fibrin. Okay, I'm going to say one more time. Fibrinogen, when it is activated, becomes fibrin. So you're saying, okay, yay. Fibrin is the clot. It is the blood clot. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is that floating around in your plasma, you already have this inactive plasma protein, fibrinogen, that is ready, that as soon as you need your blood to clot, it's going to become activated. And this is what a blood clot looks like. You have your erythrocytes. And then see that, it looks like cheddar cheese to me, okay? Everything looks like food. Okay, so this fibrin is the clot, okay? That's just so interesting to me. Our bodies by design are just unbelievable. Already, it's got there, floating around, waiting, just in case I need my blood to clot, just in case I need hemostasis. It's ready to try to save me, okay? So let's go back. So here we are. Fibrinogen is a plasma protein, and it is integral. It is extremely important in blood coagulation. Okay, y'all, sitting here, do I want my blood to clot? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, I don't think so. Okay, if your arm is cut off and it's drip, 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 what are you going to be saying to your body? Clot, baby, clot. All right? So, think now, blood clotting. Positive or negative feedback? Go. Positive. Positive. Which type is most common? Negative. Okay? Normal circumstances, sitting here, no. We want smooth sailing through that lazy river. But if your arm's laying in the backyard, yeah, I want to clot. All right, so I want my fibrinogen to become activated. Good. Can I have that smoothie? It looks so good. You already been drinking out of it? Oh, you're safe. I don't want any cookies. Okay, so Oh, look at her. She's taking it, rubbing it in, slurping it right in front of me, girl.
I need it. I want to too.
All right, now, over there on our drop of blood, we have gases. Okay, we have gases. So you know one right off the bat now. Oxygen. Okay, we've got our hemoglobin protein, part of our erythrocyte, loaded up with oxygen. Dropping it off. Ooh, that uvula that's tingling. Hey, let's get some oxygen there. Okay? My umbilicus, cause it's so stinking cute. I'm gonna drop some there. Okay? Now, how about this gas? Carbon dioxide. We have O2 and we have CO2. O2, gotta have it. Gotta have it. How about carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide.
It's what we exhale.
Good. So carbon dioxide is, let's put this term, metabolic waste. Through the process of your body making energy, could you please tell me what our form of cellular energy is? 3 letters.
ATP.
ATP. In the process of our bodies converting energy, our nutrients and stuff, to energy, a byproduct that we do not need and we do not want is carbon dioxide. So like Grace said, we're going to exhale it. Who? Well, they're not people. When we exhale, especially if we're in the middle of a forest, who is just happy to get carbon dioxide? The trees. It's a whole cycle that we keep everybody happy. I don't really care about you. I just want to be happy. I'm just kidding. Okay. So it's a whole process. Our body doesn't want carbon dioxide, but boy, our planet does. They want enough, but not too much. Okay, good. On your chart, there's another gas on there. Anybody see it on their thing? Anybody know what that is? Nitrogen. Proteins, a byproduct of proteins will be nitrogen. Okay, so those 3 gases. All right. And then, oh yay. Oh, I'm excited. This makes me think of something. What does it make y'all think of?
Oh, the big 4.
Yeah, the big 4. Look at that, floating around. All my plasma nutrients, the things that I need, the things that I have eaten are going to be converted. So amino acids are what?
Nucleic acid.
Protein.
Proteins.
Thank you. You were having a moment there. I don't know what you were blurting
I
out.
was
Okay, protein, simple sugars, what?
Carbohydrate.
Carbs. Nucleotides, what? Nucleotides. And then, of course, lipids. All right? The big 4 are everywhere. That's why I teach this in that manner, is that you're going to keep running into them. And now, shoot, now they're old friends. You already know them, okay? And you recognize them. Oh, where do we have, phospholipids and cholesterol? Where's that? Plasma membrane, phospholipid bilayer embedded with proteins and a cholesterol backbone. Anybody heard that before? Yeah, broken record. There you go. One more slide and we'll take a quick break and then we're gonna come back. Today's a short day, okay? electrolytes. So let's look at this word. Oops. Ionize. Okay. You see the word ion in that. And an ion is a charged atom. It is no longer neutral. Protons and electrons in atoms, neutral atoms, equal each other, so the positive and negative balance out. In electrolytes, they don't balance out. If they are positive, we're going to call them a cation. If they are negative, we're going to call them an anion. I'm going to write on here the chemical symbol. Right now, you're fine not knowing any of them. Later, I'm going to request that you learn some. But you know that sodium is a cation. It's a +1. Potassium is a +1. We've already run into calcium. It's +2. Magnesium is +2. Where these numbers are coming from? Anything in this group is going to be a +1 because it has, it loses one electron readily, so it becomes a positive. Calcium and magnesium, they're group 2. Okay, I'm just trying to make a point where they're coming from. Chloride is over here, a halogen. It's going to be a -1. So it's going to be an anion. So chloride, -1. Bicarbonate, that's one I'll ask you to memorize. Bicarbonate is a -1. And then phosphate, PO4 with a -3. And sulfate is SO4 with a -2. I would like you to know that last bullet. Sodium and chloride are the most abundant electrolytes. Sodium and chloride are the most abundant. So when atoms become charged, we call them electrolytes. Okay? Good. So let's take a quick break, and then we're going to start on hemostasis, and we'll get this chapter finished, and then I was going to, is everybody in here taking the exam? Oh yeah, Anna, you're doing it today? Okay. So right at the end of class, I'm going to go ahead and get you started in another room, and I'm going to let them look at their things. Okay, good. All right, quick break.